Hey, I'm Beth. I just finished weaning off of my SSRI and it's been really difficult. And I'm not feeling very great tonight, just mood-wise. Hey, I'm Beth. I just finished weaning off of my SSRI. It's been a really difficult process and I'd like you to do something with me today. Do a thing with me each day. Today is tackle this massive mountain of clothes I have in baskets in front of my closet. So the whole reason that I don't have a closet door anymore, as you can see, is because I did end up taking it off and removed it because I was not putting my clothes away and I was never hanging anything up and getting things in and out of the closet properly. It was kind of an out of sight, out of mind thing and an object permanence thing, and it was just a literal barrier to me and mental barrier to me doing this chore, this household task. And so I took it off. But I've been doing a crap ton of laundry lately. Things have built up. Been doing other things in the house. And I just struggle with executive functioning things. So let's put this away together. I said I was going to do this yesterday. I did not. Didn't want to do it today. I just got out of the shower. But I was thinking about in the shower, maybe they can do it with me. My husband's still at work, so I'm here with my 3 kitty cat babies, one of whom is right here next to me. He's so cute and sweet and perfect and precious and angelic. But I want you guys to. So do something with me every day. I will say that it's been difficult weaning off of the SSRI. I definitely noticed a change really quickly, besides just physical side effects, which were a bitch, all things considered, and just putting it plainly. And more than that, or on top of that, has also been just dealing with, this mental health symptom is worse and harder to deal with because I'm coming off this medicine. As the doses went down, as I tapered off, I'm like, shit's getting harder. And things are coming in swinging more and more full force than they were when I was on the medicine. Now, I'd been on my same SSRI for, I feel like I say that so slurred, SSRI. Same one for a few years now. And I stopped it for a couple of reasons. The main one being how it was affecting my POTS. So I am autistic and I struggle with OCD. I struggle with anxiety and depression. I deal with some other health things as well. And one of those is POTS. And being on the SSRI literally just made, like, the past 2 summers especially have been the worst physical summers I have ever dealt with. The heat intolerance with POTS already, plus being on the SSRI and what that did to me, was just unbearable. And it's getting hotter and hotter where I live. It's getting hotter everywhere. But I'm in Tennessee and it was absolutely miserable. I got to just where I couldn't function. I mean, I couldn't step outside without, like, just literally step through the doorway and stand outside. And I am pouring sweat and having a more difficulty breathing, feeling like I might pass out if I'm doing any movement. And it is warm so much of the year here. I'm like, maybe tapering off and then getting off of my SSRI will help with the heat intolerance and maybe help alleviate a little bit of the strain that it was putting on my POTS. And there are so many medicines that you can't take when you're on an SSRI, things that help you, like if you have a cold, you cannot take so many medications, cold and flu meds, when you're on an SSRI because of really dangerous interactions and risk of serotonin syndrome. And but it just felt like the right time for me to see how I do without the SSRI after a few years being on. Well, like I said, and I can talk more about the withdrawal symptoms in another video, but I really want to focus here on just how it's made me feel mentally, and things have been tougher. How about I start putting away some of these clothes while we talk, because this is the thing you're doing with me today. Some clothes as I'm going through here, I need to donate as well. I need to slim down. But a lot of this are blankets I've washed recently, too, that need to go up in the top of my closet, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let me do some things while I talk. If I can keep my train of thought. So, one of really the first thing I noticed that I could say to myself, ooh, this is getting worse. This is a lot harder to deal with because my meds dosage is going down. I noticed it within a week or two, was my OCD. Now, these hangers are great and also annoying. I haven't pinpointed every kind, subtext, subgenre of OCD that I do deal with, but definitely one subtype that I know I do deal with is contamination OCD. And all of the different OCD things that I deal with were, it started at consciousness, my nuded moment of like, oh, I'm a human being. And no, probably even before that, because I don't remember every obsessive plaguing thought of like, oh shit, I'm 3 years old and I've got to scrub my hands until they're freaking bleeding and wash them for so long and do my, soap pumps and bathroom door opens and closes X amount of times. I was like 3 and 4 years old doing that. And so that's the contamination part, plus the repetition, the obsessiveness, the patterns, the cycles. So I deal with that side as well. And then of course the rumination of thoughts and the just like endless drill down into every thought I'm thinking and every interaction I have, and just to the point of like spiraling myself into madness. And it's funny what does and does not end up falling into that as far as what types of thoughts. There's something, I'm so freaking chill. And there are other things that you wouldn't think that would be something that somebody should worry about. And it's just like a deep rumination, like stress cycle. So anyway, immediately noticed that my contamination OCD and the levels that I was thinking about it got way worse whenever I went lower on my SSRI. So that was something. And then you start mixing that in with kind of just depression clouds out of nowhere, getting a more frequent, maybe a little stronger, and then the withdrawal symptoms hit. So I don't know, today I'm just, leaving work, I just had some crap feelings and felt I don't know, it's that kind of feeling where you could just come home and sit and like stare and do nothing. Like, to the point if somebody walked in and saw you, they'd be creeped out because you're just literally sitting there. And that could turn into the next couple hours until my husband gets home from work. And I don't want that. So, here we are. Hung up. Hey, this, by the way, I thrifted this. This is absolutely one of my best thrift finds ever. Carolina Blues, corduroy, and not a crappy to touch kind. Over jacket, over shirt. Thick, awesome buttons, lots of cute pockets. I freaking love this mustard yellow. I wore this over and over and over, just repetitively in the fall. And I wasn't thinking, because I was talking, I put the hanger on the wrong direction. Ah! Well, I guess you don't put a hanger on, you put a shirt on the hanger. I put the shirt on the wrong direction. Just a second while I get a pump of lotion, because I hate touching fabrics when my hands feel dry. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Trader Joe's Midsummer Night's Cream. It's great. For some reason, when my cat Naomi sees me put on lotion in the bed, I start rubbing my hands like this. She goes, and runs off. It gives her the jitters, and then she comes back when I'm done. Maybe she has sensory issues too. All right. Let me check and make sure this is actually recording. Yeah. It's been recording. Oh my gosh, checking. Forgot the obsessive checking. Like the drive myself into madness paranoia. Like checking. Anyway. Next pair of pants. The reason that I have to keep grabbing this off and doing this the really annoying way is because I have so many things in front of the closet floor that I can't reach without getting it off the rod. Insanity. This is a pillow. Yeah. This is a blazer, but look at this junk. I got that double-sided, like, steam adhesive tape, and it didn't do shit for my blazer. It didn't do shit. It held up that day after I steamed it. And then you put it in the wash, just comes right apart. So when I was in the shower, though, I was playing one of my playlists. I listen to Apple Music. What about you? I don't get the student price anymore, so I pay $12.99 a month. But love Apple Music. Scar Tissue came on. Scar tissue that I wish you saw. So got your best to know it all. Love that song. I used to listen to that song while I was playing Club Penguin on our home desktop. Music coming from my MP3 player with songs that I downloaded from Rhapsody, which before that was Napster, or is it opposite? Rhapsody then Napster. I really loved some Red Hot Chili Peppers back in that day. Still do. Hey, it's Naomi. Oh, goodness. You just want all my clothes. Here you go. And so, but there was a line as I was singing this song, sorry, my breath just, I feel like I'm having a hard time catching my breath today, especially while talking. I'll make it to the moon if I have to crawl, and with the birds I'll share this lonely view. And I'll make it to the moon if I have to crawl, and no, Bogey likes that line too. Something about that line hit me where it just like hasn't before. I just sang it. But something about, and I'll make it to the moon if I have to crawl in. That was like, man, that kind of motivated me more to come in here and start recording and spend this time with you, people all around the world, people of the internet, because I was like, yeah, I want to do this. It feels really hard. I don't feel good right now mentally, but I'll make it to the moon if I have to crawl. And that was motivational. So I'm here and I'm doing it. This is my robe. It has cats with presents and Christmas lights. Got this at a Vera Bradley outlet right before last Christmas, not 2025 Christmas, because that was this Christmas. 2024 Christmas. I love this shirt. I don't wear it as often as I'd like because it takes so long to steam. This collar stays bunched up and stuff. But I do love this button up. I have to button a button to make sure it stays on the hanger. I'm trying to keep my closet organized by like types of shirts when I have them hanging in their order. This one's all tangled. I love this sweater. I thrifted this too. It looks so good on me. It's a little hard to hang up because it's wide-necked. And it tends to slip off, but you can't put it on those hangers with the little things that hold the straps and stuff because then it'll poke in the holes and it's kind of like a crocheted type sweater. I thrifted this too. Sorry. It looks like a Renaissance painting. Look. It has a slit in the back. I wear it with a sweater over the top and with my tall, dark brown boots. I'm moving slow, but you're keeping me moving. So we're working on making a lot of progress in our house right now. And Bogey's curled up and taking a nap while I work. So we're making a lot of progress in our house right now. We're cleaning out our storage unit. And the only reason we had that freaking thing is because we thought we were going to move last summer. And then our deal, our contract fell through. Because our buyers were freaking negligent and stupid. Not our buyers, I'm sorry, the sellers, and we were buyers. The sellers were freaking negligent and stupid, and refused to look at the professional expert inspection we had done whatsoever. They would not even look at it and acknowledge that we sent it to them when we were in the negotiation phase, because we listed 3 massive, like, home crumbling and damaging repairs that needed to be done, humongous issues to be fixed. And they wanted to act like there were no issues. Nope, not gonna pay attention to it. Nope, we don't have to disclose anything. Nope, we don't have to fix anything or make any negotiations. Bullshit. It was ridiculous. So deal fell through. Obviously, we're not buying a house where they won't even look at the inspection, do any negotiating with us for things like the chimney's gonna fall like through into the house, and the house is full of like mold and moisture issues, and you've got pipes leaking and blah 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 blah. Obviously, we're not buying that. So we had some stuff in a storage unit from that move. And we are planning to have it cleaned out by the end of the month and unrented. But so we've been bringing home a little bit at a time. Stuff that's gonna come home and stay home is the only stuff we're bringing home. Everything else we're getting rid of there, or I'm selling on Marketplace or whatever, giving it to somebody. But what we do bring home, we like put up right away, and we bring it home with a purpose. But we've been doing a lot of that, and I have neglected this pile of clean clothes that just keeps growing because I keep, you know, wearing clothes and using blankets and washing clothes and washing blankets and drying them and bringing them in here. So the pile grows. I'm not going to get too far on this tonight, but hey, I'm doing something, which I'm really happy about. The thing is, I'm not feeling super great right now physically after moving around. I'm getting hot. I think I need it to eat. But I'm doing stuff. I found this thrifting, and I got it. It was a couple years ago because Gilmore Girls, and I enjoyed wearing it, but it's not the size I find comfy. Bye-bye. Clothes are made to fit you. You are not made to fit clothes. If it doesn't fit, adios. Clothes were made to fit you, not you made to fit clothes. If it doesn't fit, adios. Or then it goes. That should be all of our mantra. I thrifted this too. It's a Land's End like sweatshirt, but it looks like denim, and I wondered at first if this was gonna be lame, but I bought it, brought it home, and it's luxurious. I wear this like as a top, like to work, not a sweatshirt. It's really nice. Much more chic than one would expect from something of this material. Let's fold some blankies. Lord, Naomi. Sometimes when she gets the zoomies, she pulls out this demon sound. She goes like, rah, rah, and zooms. That's what she's doing right now. Or she just was. Shit. Hot. Dizzy. Let me check and see if you're still recording me. You are. Hi. Hi, crazy girl. This is a blanket, a cat blanket that the kitties got my husband, their daddy, for Father's Day one year. And it has them on it. Representations of them. Hi, Naomi. I don't know why I didn't think of this a minute ago. Oh, it's because it's wobbly. Oh my gosh. Unstable grounds. Okay. I will have to stop here. Thanks for doing stuff with me. I really appreciate it. This has been cool. I thrifted that too. And I thrifted this. I did not thrift these. I got these right before Christmas. They have Christmas trees and little foxies and snow. Well, come back and see what we do together tomorrow. Thanks. The video is over, so please go watch another. I'll link a different one right here. While you're at it, please subscribe. That would really be a vibe. Ring the bell before the next premiere. Well, the vids start coming and they don't stop coming.